Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I forgot to put us in the thing, so like that did not look amazingly professional.
I thought it looked pretty cool actually. If you didn't do the oh shit, you could have played that off.
You're right, and
Chris, then me.
I just really wanted it to, gosh, I'm just trying my best over here.
You did great.
Guys, first of all, I'm glad we're having this meeting. But second, I just got to tell you guys that over the next hour and a half, we have some of the best guests we've ever had call into the show.
Oh my God.
And people are going to call in and tell us what they're thankful for.
Oh,
and
Thanksgiving.
So if you guys want to share this, if you're watching like on the Facebooks or something else, they still have time to get here, but we have some awesome guests going to chime in. And but yeah, anyway, I was just missing you guys. It's Chris's last day. Chris got out into the world today. So Chris is out of the clink.
How was it? Out of the clink.
It was nice.
What did you do?
I just went to Hunting Baked Ham and picked up some turkey.
Some bird?
Yeah.
So I get out tomorrow, and I'm going to see my friends and drink a lot.
Cool.
Yeah. Rob, you haven't been in jail. So
No.
what are you doing?
What are you doing? I got my kids' room ready the other day and built some stuff, and now Jackie's in there painting.
Right.
And I did like a bunch of grocery shopping and stuff because we kind of got suckered into hosting Thursday. Suckered. We're not unhappy about it. I got to remember that people are watching this. But at first we're like, oh, it'll just be me and Jackie, her parents, my brother, and Sarah. That was the original plan. Mm-hmm. And then Jackie always invites her sisters, and they usually decline. They live like a couple hours away, and they've got like their own sort of ecosystem down there. And they're usually like, we got to bring the kids and this, and that. And Aaron this year was like, so we're coming up, right? And Jackie's like, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's just the thing, right? Like you put that out there and hope. Like a lot of times, it's like I was telling the guy, I did a podcast today, and the guy, I go, hey man, have me on anytime, and he goes, hey, I'll take you up on that, and I go, I try not to put anything out into the world that I don't mean, which is how I never offer to help anybody move.
Yes, because you never want to do it. So we always put it out there because we always want them to come, but we always expect them to say no. So we're like sort of caught off guard. We're like, oh, they are coming. So now we're hosting 16 people.
That's going to be great, though. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a 20-pound bird.
Now, have you ever cooked a turkey, or does your wife handle the turkey cooking?
It's like a team effort.
Yeah.
And her dad's usually a big part of it.
Okay, and so then do you, like so you got are you like in there basting the thing and all the shit? Like, does it take like hours to do, or some kind of other thing that's happening?
No, we just do this traditional style. You just make it and put the stuff on it. Sometimes you lay some bacon on it. It's not even to like eat. It's just supposed to keep it.
Do you shove shit inside of it?
Like stuffing, yeah.
Well, yeah, that was my next question. Do you do the up the butt stuffing, or do you do like the stuffing separate, or both?
I like the stovetop stuffing, like personally. I think that's the best. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's the stuff.
Do you actually like the brand stovetop stuffing, like the cheap shit? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Just that stuff's the greatest. Like that's actually my favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal.
It's like to me, that's like what they would serve us at school. And I'm still, for some reason, I still am drawn to food that tastes like that.
Yeah, same.
Like I feel like, look, we were in there for 13 years. I'm conditioned. That's the kind of stuffing that I want. And
like stuff like that too. Like at the grocery store the other day when we're like stockpiling shit, I saw like a big sleeve of those like cheap frozen chicken patties that you get at school, and I was like, ooh. I just immediately was like, I want those.
Dude, so here's the thing. So we have this place here actually called the Corner Store, which is awesome because I take a picture of it every Christmas.
Yes.
And they actually have like that cheap ass chicken sandwich in there. And it's exactly not like 100%, because now they're all starting to do like the pickle brine thing and trying to make the cheap ass chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
They're trying to taste like Chick-fil-A, and it's not, they don't need to do that. It's too much work.
Chick-fil-A does that.
Yeah, like just give us the cheap ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the burgers too. Like I like that, just cheap, just soybean the fuck out of it. You know?
Oh yeah, it's just like it's that one consistency. There's like it's just like it's like when you imagine a burger in a cartoon would taste like.
I used to love those just microwave burgers. You open them up, put them in the microwave.
Yeah,
The bread is fucking hot as shit.
Well, I've had like the White Castle microwavable ones because I saw the jalapeno ones the other day, and I'm like, and I live near White Castles.
Oh, okay. So who is it that we know that actually just said this the other day? That the only White Castle they've ever had is the White Castle that you can warm up.
I was there, and I don't remember who said it.
It's somebody that either works for us or is married to one of them.
But yeah, but it's also not. I don't think it's someone that lives in Texas. I think it's someone who's like readily accessible to White Castle at all times.
Was it Ian?
No, because I've been to White Castle with Ian before.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I like White Castle, but I just even if I peel the onions off with my finger, that's all you taste for 3 days.
It's quite pungent.
Yeah, it's too much. Chris, you went and got your honey baked ham meal, and are you already eating on it, or are you going to wait until Thursday?
I've already jumped into that too.
It's the Thanksgiving week.
What did you buy? Did you buy like all the fixins and shit too?
Some stuffing and some sweet potato souffle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do. All right. Who here does the cranberry thing?
I do.
Oh, I do.
Big fan.
I hate it. I hate Jack.
I want the canned shit. Like just the like my mom actually does.
Thank you, Jarrett.
Yeah, my mom does both. Because she does, but I'm not going to my mom's. Who is that? Stop it.
Yeah, I'm putting do not disturb on.
Turn your email off.
Okay, so anyway, my mom does like the fresh cranberry sauce, and then she does the can. You don't even have to like try and make it to where it doesn't look like the can anymore. Just like dog food.
There's the ridges in it, like the lines in it.
I don't give a fuck. That shit's the best.
I eat like about half an amount of stuffing. I eat about a half amount of cranberry sauce on top.
Yeah.
I was hoping one of you guys would be on board with me, but
I like to get like a little turkey, little gravy, little stuffing,
how about gravy?
A little bit. How about a little black gravy? And then I get a little bit of the cranberry sauce on there, and it's fucking delicious.
It's delicious.
Man, see, do you know about the Wawa Thanksgiving sandwich? It's called
So we have this place called Caprini's or Caprelli's or some shit here, and they do that. It's their number one sandwich. The only thing that I don't like about it is it's served cold.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I have it brought to the house, and I put it in the air fryer.
It dissolves everything. I just did a whole air fryer thing the other night, like with like leftover fucking calamari and fries and shit, and it was awesome.
Okay, it's whatever Jeremy says it is.
Capriati. So that's a place by you.
Yeah, and if you do it on Uber Eats, it's buy one get one free, and so it's nice because you can try new things. You'll be like, I'm gonna try that, but I'll get a turkey as backup, and then or like a decoy sandwich in case like you could get a decoy sandwich just in case Casey comes in and takes a bite and likes it. Then I can just go ahead and take that one. That's fine. I have the Thanksgiving one in the bag.
Well, do you ever do split skis? That's my favorite thing to do.
I know it is.
We've done it.
Yes, of course. We did split skis at your first trip ever to Dairy Queen.
What's the thing called? Those like steak.
The DQ dude and the steak fingers is what.
Yeah, we did the country basket. They don't call it the country basket anymore, but it'd be the country basket and the DQ dude, and we split skied. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was something else. And that I usually hate that I don't know, like powdered white gravy stuff.
Yeah, whatever, like flour gravy or whatever.
That's like a thing, right?
Hold on just a second. Have you ever had like chicken fried steak before? Yeah,
well, they put that on there, but I usually ask for it not on there.
Oh.
But do you use it, like dip in there or something?
No.
What is wrong with you? Have you ever had, what about biscuits and gravy? What the fuck is wrong? We did not know this before we actually gave you ownership in this band.
Oh, so we're going to have to redo some paperwork.
Yeah, I mean, look, you
didn't know you had a problem with gravy, man.
No, I have no problem with gravy. And I'm also not an asshole. I don't call marinara sauce gravy.
Oh, what a I hate it so much.
That it's like don't do that. I feel like it's just people trying to be like I'm from the Northeast and I'm Italian.
So here's the
Gravy
thing:
is brown or white, and that's it.
my father-in-law calls all pasta macaroni.
Yeah, that's very New York of him.
And he's allowed to do that because he's Italian from New York, right? But like he'll be like, I got to get the macaroni ready, and I'm like, oh, we're having macaroni, and then it's spaghetti, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you saying
pasta is macaroni to him?
He also says Hamburg without the
Also, macaroni is when you put that fucking feather in your cap and call it macaroni.
Call it macaroni.
Oh man, I wish I had a soundboard. Nice. Very good.
Feather that macaroni.
That's right. Yankee Doodle, I believe, is the
I believe.
Yeah, well, okay, so then I'm going to my mother-in-law's house, and she makes all of the main stuff, and then everybody brings stuff.
Yes.
And but Dennis doesn't eat that kind of food. And so he doesn't like, it's fucking weird that he lives here. My father-in-law doesn't like melted cheese.
What?
Yeah, so he hates queso. He can't
He's
even
lunatic.
He doesn't like mac and cheese or anything, but he likes fast food hamburgers, pepperoni.
There's no cheese on this.
Well, that's true. It's not melted though. No, he just doesn't like cheese sauce.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, he doesn't eat Thanksgiving food, so he tries to keep me in the garage drinking beer and not eat because he knows the minute I go in there and make a plate, I'm going to act like I'm sitting down on the couch to watch some football and I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what you do. I'm an old man on Thanksgiving.
Even young men on Thanksgiving do the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like we're starting this one out way more sober than we did the other night. And by we, I mean you guys.
Yeah, why I had just come from like a party at my neighbor's house.
If you're just joining us, guys, Gary is supposed to chime in. He is away with his family, and we're giving him he can just whatever he wants to do. We also have at least 4 guests coming on, so you guys are not going to want to miss this. Go ahead and share this if you'd like. Wait, did you have something to say, Chris? Because we have a good question.
Well, somebody did ask if I got the Wally's bones. About 10 minutes before somebody knocked on my door. I guess the neighbors upstairs are gone and somebody's been looking in on their place. There's some girl I didn't recognize. She goes, well, and I got Jimmy John's delivered right before that. And I opened the door and she goes, I'm not the Jimmy John's guy. I go, okay. And she goes, I think this is yours. And I got Wally's bone.
Hey. Okay, well, good. It's successful.
Well, she did knock on the door. That was the funny thing. Like, I heard the Jimmy John's guy come and drop the shit.
Yeah.
Then I opened the door and she's standing there going, I'm not the Jimmy John's guy. And I believed her. And she had the fucking package.
Why would you doubt
it? Hey, so Kate.
Wally got his bones.
Kate, you want to take that Guzman question for me, please?
What?
Okay. All right. So Adria would like to know what your favorite kind of pie is for Thanksgiving. I'll go first. I don't like pie, so I'm out.
I'm split down the middle between pumpkin and pecan, so I got pumpkin and pecan. So
yeah, so Casey ordered those 2 pies from Costco to take to the thing, and they came Costco size, and so it looks like a fucking pizza, like both of them. Okay, what about you? What about you, Robert?
So pies, never usually. I'm not the biggest dessert guy. I like a really small portion of dessert. So like,
that's okay.
I love cheesecake. So
cheesecake's the shit, but it's not pie.
But Jackie's gonna make a pumpkin cheesecake as dessert.
Oh, that's actually super delicious. I've had that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with like a ginger snap crust, like crushed up thing.
Okay, so Will, I actually enjoy hair pie. That kind of pie is great. Okay, Lucy. Do I have that many songs that mention pie? I think just Somebody Get My Mom. And isn't that it?
You love pie.
What other song mentions pie?
Maybe like the math thing.
What?
3.14 and a bunch of numbers.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But pie. Got it. Yeah. I understand. Oh, you're right. Mrs. Baird's fruit pies. That's right. I like those things actually. Those are delicious. That's different.
I like August pies, Mrs. Baird's fruit pies.
Oh man.
All kinds of fruit pies.
All right, you got me on that. Oh, and Lovesick Stomach Ache. You're right. You got me on that. But
Let's write a song about pies.
I do like those like the fried pies but I don't like the fresh ones. So like the kind that everybody else like stops on the side of the road and gets all fucking stoked because they're buying these fried pies, I could give a shit less. But if it's processed and put into some fucking wax paper packaging and it's cherry, I'll eat the shit out of that.
Oh, like those little ones at like the gas station.
Yeah.
You guys
that's what a Mrs. Baird's. That's what in the song. That's what a Mrs. Baird's fruit pie is.
You explained that to me the one time because I was like, "What the fuck is this?" You're like, "It's in a song that you sing and play all the time." I'm like,
You can only get them. I think some of the fans figured it out. You can only get it at Walmart here because Mrs. Baird's makes bread, but they also compete with Twinkies in the snacky cake market. But they're not readily available at like 7-Eleven and shit.
I think those old school McDonald's fried pies that were basically essentially just torched in that oil.
Yeah.
Till the inside was lava. And even the outside, the oil would burn your lips, and then the lava would shoot out onto your face and just burn you to fucking beyond recognition.
It's like it drive me nuts.
They were so good. Oh.
Many a car ride home spent nursing a burnt mouth because of those fucking things.
Those pies were good, though.
Hey, Jeff Downs is in here and wants to say hello. He was on 60 Days In. Hold on. He was on 60 Days In, and then a guy overheard him ordering his fucking stuff on the thing and was like super fucking mean to him. And then he got punched in the face.
Oh.
And so he got the hell out of there. I wouldn't have fucking gone on the show anyway. So he's fucking way cooler than me.
Ooh.
Winans with this. That's a good comparison. McDonald's version of the Hot Pocket. I like it.
But like a dessert Hot Pocket.
What is your favorite part about Thanksgiving then, Rob? You're not like a big dessert guy. And I
like a small portion of it because I hate filling up.
Blowing leaves.
Blowing leaves. That's my favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving.
Leaves is the name of his next door neighbor.
Blowing leaves.
And he's hung like a horse. Rob loves to blow him.
Blowing leaves. There's always a joke there when it's like every time I type it in the group, I'm like, someone's gonna come up with something.
Yeah. All right. What's your favorite part about the Thanksgiving meal?
Stuffing and beer. And after the Thanksgiving dinner, this is a very serious thing with me, is when I can as soon as Thanksgiving dinner is done, is when I can start drinking these. My favorite Christmas beer.
Oh.
And it is a kick in the ass. It's 11% alcohol, but it just tastes like Christmas in a can.
My favorite part of Thanksgiving is after. So we usually do lunch. It's like after all that, if I can do
dinner, that too, like that.
If I can do that night, I will. But sometimes I can't eat again. So if I can, it's the next day where everything that was on the menu goes into sandwich form.
Oh,
and that includes the corn, the peas, and if there's mac and cheese, green beans, whatever that, it all goes onto the sandwich.
I'm so glad.
It's the fucking best.
Because this is a big thing in the La Scala family. Like Jackie's mom is making a second turkey and pre-slicing it, like just the turkey breast, and slicing it and bringing it here, and it's going to sit in the fridge. And then at like 7 o'clock at night is when you do your second Thanksgiving dinner, and you put it all in a sandwich, and you just eat it. Yeah, so it's the same thing.
I love it. I'll field this question until we get Chris back. Kill 'Em With Kindness actually just came to me one day. I just heard it. I already heard the chorus, and in fact, I I called Rob to tell him about the idea, and I go, here's the thing: I have this song, and then in the chorus, it's just you go, killing motherfuckers, and he was like, I think I hear what you're saying, and I'm like, no, you don't fucking hear it. Never mind. And I'm like, okay, and then
you sent me the little clip, and I was like, oh, well, there, it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, see, it fucking came out good though. And I'm super. By the way, yeah, new single is out. Kill 'em with kindness. Rob and I playing in Dallas on Saturday at the Kessler, and there are tickets available. Tables, I think, are almost gone, but there are still VIP and general admission. You can't. There's not a bad seat in there.
Are y'all going to be doing table dances?
Chris, before I get to talking to you about Thanksgiving, I'm going to get a beer.
Oh, look at all these. Look at all these lollipops I got for the last week and a half.
Did you really take that many of these?
Yeah.
Just to be sure. I mean, I guess you want this shit over with, so.
One of them's negative.
One of them. Oh, the most recent
one of these is negative.
Dude, let's put those up for auction for charity. Like, you can have Chris's positive COVID tests.
Well, probably kind of gross.
That's a negative one.
Yeah.
All lit up like Christmas trees.
So Chris, what's your favorite part? I know you've spent a lot of time mastering the Thanksgiving pizza, which you haven't made in a few years. But what's your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal?
Probably just watching football and getting drunk.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a theme here. By the way,
couple themes.
I still can't taste beer.
I don't really sit down and eat a Thanksgiving meal. I make a little plate, then I eat some, then I drink some, then I make another little plate a couple hours later. That's how I do it.
That's a good way to do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you graze. I got it. If I do the thing where I fill the plate up.
Yeah, no, I eat fucking half of that and then just
And then what happens is then my ratio's off and I'm like, okay, I still have turkey left. So I need some more stuffing. And then by the time you add stuffing, you're like, well, shit, I should go ahead and get some of this stuff too. And then you filled up a second plate.
You got to pace it with the turkey. So the tryptophan hits you when the booze is hitting you too. So you're not just tired, you're fucking drunk and tired.
Which is a whole.
And then you fight through that. It's kind of like when you do lewds and you fight through falling asleep and then you start tripping.
When you do lewds.
I never done lewds before.
But you've seen The Wolf of Wall Street, right?
I've seen The Wolf of Wall Street, and it's pretty interesting to me the way that lewds are described, because to me they were just like this fictional thing that existed when I was in school, and people on lewd should not drive. And but yeah, the Wolf of Wall Street changed everything on the whole lewd spectrum. That's for sure. What a great
think of the crank yankers called "Relax and Have a Quaalude."
Yeah, yeah. Here, don't be a flatliner.
Don't be a flatliner. Have a Quaalude, man.
A Quaalude. Well, what's funny about the Quaaludes too is that they talk about it on the thing where they don't exist anymore. They're not being made. So when they find them, they're like gold. Have you seen that movie, Rob? Wolf of Wall Street?
I have it saved on my YouTube TV. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, well, it's a commitment. That motherfucker is long.
Yeah. It's like Lord of the Rings long.
It is longer than my wiener. Oh, which isn't saying, but my wiener's like a short. Yeah, like a
it's black and white, and at the end it says Finn.
Extra stumpy.
Save some jokes for Saturday, man.
Jeff Downs, will Chris ever wears a muumuu on stage? Chris can wear whatever the fuck he wants on stage, actually. He can he's his own person, as we all are. I thought about actually starting to wear hot pants.
Ooh.
And I was thinking that people would really like that if I did that. And I might, you never know. I mean, tuck my shirt in,
On the ship, I wore skirts on the ship. So
that's right. Yeah, he wears. He's living his life. So I said my favorite thing on Thanksgiving. But see, here's the thing. So I grew up with doing things like, where like it was like canned peas and canned corn and all that. And not everybody does all that shit. Not everybody has that.
Pretty common though.
Well, thank you. But guys, our first guest is here. You guys excited?
Yeah.
All right. Those of you who are just joining us once again, we do have several guests coming in tonight. Gary is supposed to make an appearance at some time, and if he does during another guest, we'll go ahead and get him in here because he has to jet.
I thought this was Gary.
No, this is not Gary. I mean, it can be Gary.
Who knows?
I could tell you a story about one time when me and this next guest were together, and Gary left, and he found a substitute Gary.
I know who it is now.
Okay, you do? Do you want to introduce him?
I know the song.
Would you like to introduce him?
No, I want you to introduce him.
Fifth member of Bowling for Soup and my best pal and perhaps the most attractive ginger in all of the land. Linus of Hollywood is here. There he is.
Hello,
happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. I had to put my apartment is so dark. I had to put a ring light up. But when you wear glasses, you can't put a ring light in front of you, or else you have like a ring in your eyes. So now I'm like a crescent moon, Linus.
Mine's over here to the side.
Nice contrast. It looks nice.
Yeah,
it's my pensive, emotive look. I'm drinking some eggnog.
You're out of fucking control.
I honestly thought I was the only person that liked eggnog. I love it. People make fun of me, and I'm like, it's like a melted milkshake.
What brand of eggnog do you like the best?
Wawa.
Wawa makes eggnog. They have a brand.
Not boozy eggnog, like just regular eggnog.
Oh, gotcha.
And you just mix it. Oh, but there's one. There is actually like a Pennsylvania Dutch brand eggnog that they sell at like the liquor stores. I don't know if they have that everywhere. But that'll be like if I'm buying the pre-mixed stuff, that's what I'll get.
I get the Southern Comfort makes eggnog mix, and then I put some Jack Daniels in it.
Ooh.
And the problem is it tastes like a piece of pie that they have melted down into a glass, and then I end up like drinking it really fast. So I get really drunk. And then also the carton says that there's like 8 servings in a container, but there's really only like 2. So if you do the math on the calories, it's like 800 calories per glass.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
It's that little tiny box where they're like, yeah, there's 8 of them in here. You're like, yeah. Like a Clark Griswold pour of like the moose mug.
Yeah, that's what they do on the Nerds candy. So like this really tiny small Nerds boxes, it says there's 2 servings in there. And I'm like, what kind of asshole like eats half of the Nerds and then like puts it in the pantry and like, oh, I'll have the other serving later.
Sure. Yeah, that's a thing, right? I mean, a lot of people measure things.
So, well, most candy bars are 2 servings, and you're like, a candy bar is the serving.
But now, like, I feel like it's like chips now too, right? Because I talk to my wife about it all the time. I don't really know that I've ever like bought a candy bar. Like I just don't. I just don't like. I'm gonna go grab a candy bar. Like that just never happens.
All the time at Walgreens.
Okay, but here's the thing. I feel like isn't king size candy bars like becoming more of the norm now, to where it's like it's almost like chips they used to have a bag of chips and then there'd be like the big grab, and now it's just the big grab and the king size candy bar, right? And I realize there's a lot of people from the UK on here, and yes, it's a gluttonous. Yeah, we're just all fat and shit, but I'm not wrong on that, right? Like the king size candy bar is kind of the norm now.
Yeah,
pretty much whatever.
If I get the Nerds rope, I eat the whole fucking rope. That's one rope.
Yeah, my friend Carolyn got me hooked on Mike and Ike's. I didn't realize that I liked Mike and Ike's, but we were at a concert and she had some, so I started eating them. I'm like, oh, these are actually really good. They're like fruity hot tamales or something. So now. Yeah. Every time I'm like, if I'm going to watch a show on Netflix, I'm like, oh, I got to go to the store and get some Mike and Ike's. But one time I went and the store was closed, so I had to go to another store to get them, and all they had was that box that's like this big. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like I could not eat. Every time I buy one of those big boxes, I have to eat the whole thing. That's why I had to tell Diane to stop sending me Rainbow Nerds, because she would send me those big giant boxes of them. Yeah. And I literally just pour the whole thing in my mouth. And it's basically just like eating like 8 spoons of sugar.
I mean, to my point, now that I'm thinking about this, the one time that I ever do buy candy for myself is at the movies, and I'll get Milk Duds, and so now that's gone from like the little Milk Dud box now to like that thing that you're talking about, that Mike's and Ike's are in. Like everything is just goddamn king size now, and obviously because it's so they can charge you. Well, actually, the last time I went there, I actually had to provide a kidney, and then I had to examine 3 to 4 other people rectally. Just to get into the movie, just as like my entry fee. So they were just
so there is something about the movie theaters. I can only so if I'm at a movie theater, I'm going to get candy, which is very rare. So I usually just get Coke Zero and I end it. But they have those like cookie dough bites.
Oh yeah.
Only at movie theaters. I've never seen those in like the store.
No, I'm with you. Me and Rob went to the movies with my wife, and I ordered a Diet Coke, and then Rob ordered a Coke Zero, and I just instantly fucking full on anxiety because I'm like, I'm getting the wrong thing. I know what's gonna fucking happen. They're gonna give me the Coke Zero, and sure enough, it came, and I'm just like, I am certain I have the Coke Zero. I pass it over to him. He gives it back to me or whatever, and so I get mine, and then I take a big drink, and I'm like, fuck, I think now I've got the Coke Zero. And I'm just like, shit, why can't we just drink the same thing? For the love of God.
That's amazing. Have you seen the new Miller Lite ads where they like, there's a guy and he orders like a Michelob Ultra or something, and they go, Miller Lite only has 1 more calorie, right? And that's like the whole thing, like, one more calorie. Right.
Exactly. I mean, it's just what we've all been thinking anyway. And plus, Miller Lite fits in a fucking koozie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Linus, listen. Linus, you now, as far as Thanksgiving goes, you've been living in LA for quite some time, away from your family. That, well, obviously you have your LA family, but
right.
As a kid, you grew up in Florida. So it's been a long time, really, since you were, doing the traditional Thanksgiving thing. You guys have a pretty cool thing that y'all do for Thanksgiving now, and again, I've told you this before. It's like it's like it makes it like single or people that aren't single are like jealous of your Thanksgiving, because it's like, God, that sounds like a fucking blast, man. I don't, that way I don't have to go over here and do this, and, But tell us a little bit about what you guys do on your Thanksgiving.
Yeah, basically we have like our little friend group of like 8 to 10 people, most of them, and we just rent. We go on Airbnb, and we rent a ridiculously huge house that has like 6 or 7 bedrooms and some sort of game situation and a pool and a hot tub. And we try to like move around a little bit. So one year we did it up in the mountains, like near Big Bear. One year we did it in like Palm Springs. Like the last couple years, we've just gone to the desert because that's like the closest place that just has all that stuff. So this year we found a place that has all this
nobody
stuff.
Can hear y'all scream.
That's right. Yeah, we don't have to like bite the pillow or anything like that. Yeah, we can just.
Do you got a lot of people on here asking about your dogs? Here's one right here, Roxanne asking about your pups and if they dress up. Do you do puppies with you guys when you go to these things?
It's funny that you said that because I literally just texted everyone in our Thanksgiving group text and asked them if everyone's bringing outfits for their dogs, because I just found a whole drawer of outfits from I have like Halloween, I have Christmas, so Louis is going to be a Santa. I'll wait till after Thanksgiving for that. But I literally have like half of my suitcase is going to be outfits for the dog, so I think I can actually have them like, they'll be like David Lee Roth. I can do like an outfit change every like hour or two.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
When you were growing up, did you guys do like the normal Thanksgiving, like you and your family? I realize jokingly you and I would say nothing normal ever happened in your house. But the mom and dad and the 3 boys or whatever, did you guys was it pretty normal as far as just like, hey, we're having a turkey and this?
Yeah, it was complete normal family Thanksgiving. I had 2 older brothers. My dad, I think my parents consider themselves religious, but we never really went to church at all. But my dad would do the thing where we'd sit down and he would literally go like, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, like almost like an auctioneer. Like I couldn't even like, oh, please bless this, amen, or whatever. And we're just kind of like, okay, he said something. And
it's funny to watch kids. Like it's funny to watch kids who like aren't around people who pray a bunch, and then just be like, okay, well, you're supposed to, hold a hand, close your eyes, and they're like, I don't fucking know what to do, like what, especially if you got the once a year prayer happening, you don't really know how to react to that.
I'd be looking around and shit.
I grew up Catholic, and like anytime I find myself back in the Catholic church scenario, whether it's a wedding or a funeral or something, and they're going through the things and they know exactly what to say back, it always freaks me out because I'm like, all of this, I'm like, you guys are dialed in. Like, right, he says it, they've got the response lined up. All the songs are different now. It's a whole thing.
My wife's grandmother is Lutheran, and we went to that church, and they do all of that, like where the guy said something and then the other guy says something and then we all say something, and at least now they give you a handout, where it's like, I'm going to say this, but I mean, like when you think back to that time, Linus, I have to bring this up here for everybody. And, Thanksgiving is known as, a time where you just shove a bunch of shit on your plate and then shovel it into your mouth. But you don't like it when your food touches. So did that make Thanksgiving a little complicated for you as a kid?
Yeah. I not only do I not like my food touching, but I eat everything one at a time. So if someone's passing a plate around and they say like, oh, you got to try this asparagus with gravy on it or whatever, I'm like, I'm going to try it. Yeah. I have to finish 1 through 3 on my plate before I get to this thing. And then I save the cranberry sauce for last. I pour a whole can of Ocean Spray jellied cranberry onto my plate. It makes that thwop sound, thwop. Yeah. And then I just carve it up and I eat it. But my brothers, we used to fight over the cranberry sauce. So my brother would like lick his finger and stick it in there, thinking that would deter us from eating that slice, but we would eat it anyway.
I'm still
You whole berry or jelly?
Oh man, you got to do jelly. It has to be Ocean Spray jelly. Like last year, they didn't have Ocean Spray, and I got like some Albertsons brand, and man,
it's not the same. Yeah, we just did a whole. We did before we got you on. We did a whole talk about that. It's just like my mom does it, where she makes the fresh stuff. And then she makes this ambrosia thing, but then there's the thing where she just knows that that's what I'm gonna want, and it's the thwop, as you said. And to me, that shit is like fucking. It's the best thing ever. Just set it by me. You know what I mean? Like I'll handle this from here.
Yeah. Everyone else in the crew, they have like some. I think probably Carolyn makes like, organic from the farm that she picked herself and stomped on with her feet or whatever, and everyone eats that, and then I eat the Ocean Spray.
Were you guys able to do this last year, or is this the first year back?
Yeah, we did it last year, but it was like very strict. Like we all got COVID tests. I actually didn't get one. I had to get one at the last minute, and I had to like stand in line in Hollywood at some weird thing for like $150 and get the COVID test or whatever. But
was it one of those COVID tests?
Yeah. Well, one of the things we did is we actually got the one that you stood in line for, but then when we all showed up at the house, we gave each other those tests. Yeah.
Gave each other the
Yeah.
Right.
And like pretty much every hour you got to do it just to make sure like nothing has crept up.
You guys turned it into a really cool thing too. Like you actually go there and you break away from the, work and all of that and actually let yourself have a break, which is super cool that you're able to do that.
Does anybody ever pull out an acoustic guitar and start fucking?
Scott Simons has brought an acoustic guitar a couple of times, but we don't really ever do it. I think
how many years like running is it?
What that we've been doing Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh, probably like 10 at this point.
At least, because at least I was gonna, anyway, you know how we measure things, Linus, as far as time.
Yeah, you can't bring up anything from my past without it being uncomfortable, Jared.
No, or mine. Hey, or mine.
Does anybody come up with a ukulele and play some songs?
So Linus, your family. Wait, no. So Linus, no.
Linus, what are you doing right now?
Nothing.
Oh, by the way, I think have you I don't know if you guys have this out there yet, but this is I think you'll appreciate this, Linus, specifically. But have you seen this?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What does that taste like?
It's exactly what you think it tastes like.
Like a chocolate rabbit fucked a Miller Lite.
Terrible.
or a Yingling lager.
Well,
Hey,
I love you.
Linus, don't talk to these guys for a second. I have to go pee, but I do have a question. I want to make sure that I ask you, and it's concerning new Bowling for Soup music.
Oh yeah.
So you guys keep going on the other stuff.
So I like Hershey and I like Yingling, but is the combination of the two pretty weird?
No, it's not whack. So if you'll notice, it's not a Yingling like lager as you like. They make the Yingling porter. So you've had like the black and tan before, right? The Yingling black and tan. You know that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, I haven't had the Yingling one, but I've had a black and tan before.
All right, that's enough about that shit. Let's not turn this into some kind of beer snob fucking talk.
Beer snob. It's Yingling with Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
It's very good. It tastes like chocolate and beer, and it's wonderful.
Amazing. I'll have to try that.
This tastes like Jim Beam.
I'm beer curious. Chris Bernie, what's going on with you?
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm COVID free and loving it, my friend.
Yeah, are you guys all okay now? You guys made it through?
Oh,
every single one of you got it, huh?
Yeah, last week was rough, but what complicated my shit is also I didn't like eat a bunch of food on the boat and wasn't like I was partying my ass off and I was already dehydrated probably, and I definitely had a sinus infection when I came back on top of the COVID. So yeah, we're good.
But you guys didn't. You guys weren't like you didn't have a moment where you're like, this is bad. It was just kind of just like a regular. I have something, but it's not so bad.
I got on that ship and I went balls to the wall. I partied my ass off. I think
you probably couldn't tell the difference between a hangover and the COVID.
I was walking around that ship at 6, 7 in the morning.
Oh, I know.
Everybody's dead, asleep, and just walking around. And I told these guys, people that had like dry erase boards and shit, I was just walking around the ship writing "suck it" on those things.
My wife's grandma, Sandra, I guess that's her because it says Facebook user, but it's got to be. Anyway, be seeing her at Thanksgiving, and she just had a pig's artery put in for one of her heart valves or some shit. I don't know, but it's crazy, and she's doing good.
Great.
Hey, Linus, I wondered about this. So like last year, obviously it's a little crazy. You're locked in your new house and kind of just by yourself. And, it obviously just a really weird time. And then we get this wild hair up our ass and we're like, we're taking a tour bus to the Pinocchios. And so it sort of changed the way that we did this new Bowling for Soup record, and that like it's been since 2009 that we've done anything like that without you in the room. But it's still coming out great and all that. I wonder, are things still affected? Like as far as like what you're working on, are things still different as far like where you would normally be in the room or be here with that person? That's really what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
is it still kind of different?
Well, I think what happened, and this has probably happened in everyone's industry, is that during COVID, everyone figured out how to do things via Zoom or whatever, and everyone is just kind of comfortable doing that. So, so I'm producing a record with this girl, and she wanted pedal steel on it, and I know a pedal steel guy, and I contacted him. He's like, oh, I have a studio now. And we literally just did it over Zoom. And then there's like, there's a website where you can stream your Pro Tools like through the web. So we could hear him in real time. There was no delay playing, and we're just giving him instructions over Zoom. And to be honest, it's way easier because he didn't have to come over. We didn't have to set up, get sounds, all that kind of stuff. And that's how, Reed, when he plays drums on my stuff, he does the same thing. I just send him the files. I kind of map out what he should play. He sends it back. He's got everything mic'd in, and so it's easier.
No awkward studio small talk.
That's right. You can just get right to it, and then you log off, and you don't have to wear pants or anything. It's amazing.
Well, Linus, the one way you did influence this new album by not being there was we fucking brought the Wagner up in its own book and shit, brought it in there, and then we realized that me and Jerry were looking at each other like, wait. I just realized I don't know how any of this shit works.
We've never set it up before. So like we literally turned it on and it sounded like shit. And it's just like, well, we could turn this, turn that.
Well,
yeah, I don't know, man.
It's like the point where it was like AJ was about to figure it out, and you're like, you know what? Just forget it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just use this other thing that you've got, And again, that's coming from that is 10 years of obviously, Linus, you and I recording so many different things together, and just how I just always go back to your like simplicity approach, and like, this is not that difficult. We don't need this fucking $5,000 amp.
Right.
And it was stupid that we even brought it up.
But Jared, me and you for about 15 minutes, we're just standing there going like, yep.
Yeah, it's actually one of those things where honestly, I think like you almost get to the point where we couldn't figure it out. It's just like, it's got to be broken. It's just broken. It got broke, on the way up. And then we returned it back to the studio at which it stays.
That's funny.
Panhandle House, and it works just fine. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm so used to working at home or my own little studios. Whenever I go to a studio, I kind of forget like the whole setting up stuff thing, because I'm just so used to spinning around in my chair. Now I'm going to play guitar. Now I'm going to play keyboard. And everything is just always plugged in the same way. And sometimes being in a studio can feel prohibitive sometimes. I mean, you have to do it for something.
Sure. Let me ask you this, and then we'll let you go, because I know you have naked girls to edit. What?
Chris, give us one. Give us a little Phil Donahue. Oh yeah.
What do I do?
Rob, you got some sunglasses or something?
I'll figure something.
My eyes are actually fine. The only reason I wear these is just so I can go like this.
Just so you can get the effect.
It's been definitely been a weird year. Last year was weirder. This, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I mean, it's been a weird couple of years. But if you have to look back upon this year and say something that you're thankful for, what would that be, Linus of Hollywood?
Oh man, I don't like to be positive, Jarrett.
I understand that, and you don't have to be positive. You can be, I'm thankful because I fucking.
Honestly, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for my group of friends. I don't really talk to my family, so my friends are all I have, and I'm single for the most part, and I have my animals and I have my friends, and so I've been through some crazy stuff the last year. I had like a cancer diagnosis at the end of last year and all sorts of stuff, and you guys always came. Jerry, you're one of the first persons I called, and I'm just thankful that I have great people in my life where I don't feel like I'm missing anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're welcome.
Really great support system, and it's always cool to be part of the Bowling for Soup family. That Hanson video where you put me at the end of that is probably the coolest cameo that I have ever done. that I actually have nothing to do with, but.
Yeah, well, I remember calling you and telling you, like, okay, here's what we're doing. We're doing a video, and we're making you the villain. And you're like, what? Like, what do I need to do? And I just need you to say this line or whatever. And you just nailed it. It's so good. And
but I had no idea how awesome it was going to be until I saw it. And then I was just like, oh my God. Because, I just sort of thought like there was the small thing at the end or whatever, but I'm fucking running around the video the whole time in my underpants. It's
in your underpants, right? Yeah. And it's very much.
It's in real life.
What's that?
We'll have to all reenact that in real life together.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I'll have to do some crunches or something. But yeah,
got a nice little Nerf herder rocks thing from Mick there.
Nice.
And well, I will be talking to you, Linus. Thank you so much for calling in. I know you're super busy.
Yes,
And,
love you guys. I am
we're gonna
thankful.
see.
for you.
Actually, we will see you next week. Actually,
That's very exciting. Are you all coming out?
we will all be there.
That's very exciting. All right. Well, you'll have to come over and you can sit on this couch with my
I
dog.
will be there.
Stoked.
All right, love you, man.
All right, love you guys too. Thanks for having me.
All right, bye.
You guys, I don't know what else you're having on
here. Did he cut out, or is my internet shitting the bed?
You've been cutting out a little bit here and there.
Yeah?
Like,
Your
yeah.
internet could be better. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Our next guests are here, so I'm gonna switch internet. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Is it Gary? Oh, great. Just me and Bendy Banana. Have you noticed, Chris, that my internet's been fine? And used to give me
My
shit.
internet's fine. Yeah, we're good. It's not us, man.
You always used to blame the Poconos on this shit. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
I can actually.
Y'all don't have the best signals up there, you know.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. You're not cutting out. You're good.
Now the audience is going to be very excited about this. This next guest.
Is it me?
No, you're already on here.
Oh, shit. All right.
Now, you know this guy if you're a Bowling for Soup fan because he has been playing shows with us for over 20 years. Oh my God, what is happening on the screen? I don't even know what that is. And you know her because every time I say, "Are you guys wrestling fans?" we play the song that we wrote for her and presented to her on her birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, what? You don't know who it is?
I have no idea.
It's Rylexa. Rylexa coming in. Hi!
Is that us? Live?
Ryan Cabrera, Alexa Bliss coming in. Thank you guys so much. Are you guys sitting at a poker table? What's happening?
Hey, Garrett.
We are.
Garrett.
My
Alexa.
Deal.
Oh, you just showed them my cards. Yeah, what do they have? Hey!
Well, we can
cheat already?
if
Okay,
you're playing.
you guys know
Hey, Garrett.
a lot during games.
Yes.
Rylexa sounds a little bit like some kind of boner pill.
There it is.
Well, it is for him.
Got him. We're big gamers. We're playing games right now. So, yes, we are at a poker table. We're right in the middle of a Monopoly deal.
Playing
And she
games.
just tried to look at my cards.
Drinking
That's
tequila.
what she does.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you guys could join us. Now, you guys managed to turn 20. Obviously, both of you professionally managed to turn 2021 into a pretty fantastic fucking year, by the way.
Well, we
yeah,
successfully turned 2020 into a very good year.
you did. So you guys are engaged to be married.
Yep.
And that's happening in April. And look, God, you got like a house full of people. I feel bad. Thank you for calling in.
Here we're in New Jersey, and one of my old tour managers just showed up right now. He just got off he's been flying all day. Just got off the train, and now he's here.
You got so much.
So you guys are cool. You're engaged, and you have fucking friends. What?
Well,
And
I only started
and babies.
I only started having friends because of Ryan.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
Are you guys? Hey, how's it going? Hi.
Guy.
Now, are you guys there for Thanksgiving, or are you just there for a few days? What's going on?
No, we're doing Friendsgiving.
We're doing Friendsgiving, and then
Awesome.
we go for Thanksgiving. We're having all the family over. It'll be fun.
We're in New
That
York
is-
tomorrow.
Okay, so you're not coming to Texas. You're not going to Columbus.
No,
No, not for Thanksgiving.
not for Thanksgiving.
Right now, will you guys try to get back to those locations for Christmas, or is every year?
We do. We always we're both still working, so
Yeah.
I have to DJ in New York tomorrow, but then we fly out at 6 a.m. on Thursday to be back with our families
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
And then we still have to figure out Christmas.
First flight out, and then Christmas we're gonna be with her mom and her dad, and then my dad, and then my mom. It's a thing.
things.
You guys are
And you-
jet setters. You're just
Lexi-
jet setting all around the place.
There's a lot going on.
Lexi, am I freezing up? Is that what's going on?
You did like once.
Okay, Lexi, your mom is living down in Florida now, right?
Yeah, she's in Florida. Her and my dad are in Florida. My aunt's in Florida now. Everyone's pretty much moved down to Florida because they realized that it's a lot warmer than Ohio. And
Yeah,
So
a lot easier.
Figure that out.
Yeah, a lot easier to figure that out.
are you all right?
Oh no, it's the cars.
All right, listen, I know y'all got a lot going on, and I'm so happy you guys came here. We're so thankful for both you guys, and just, obviously, Ryan, we've been friends for so long, and Lexi, you're just awesome, and you've been to my house.
Actually, what's actually kind of funny is, Jarrett, you were actually a part of our first texting conversation
That is true.
ever that day.
When I was
Well, and
you were a part of that conversation.
I remember early in the dating as well, you guys FaceTimed me a couple of times or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not taking credit.
Part of our first conversation ever.
Day one, she
I'll
was
take.
bowling for soup. I was like, wait, excuse me, bowling for soup? I'm like,
I was like, yeah, it's my favorite band. And then he put me.
I was like, I opened for them in like 2002.
You put all of us in a group text that day, and that was literally our first conversation ever. You were a part of that.
There was a concert called Yak Fest, and
Yak Fest. That's right. We did that a couple of years in a row, actually.
That's my claim to fame. I opened for Bowling for Soup back in the day, and then Curtain Club.
Well, what do you guys? Obviously, you guys are doing Friendsgiving, and so I won't get into too much on the Thanksgiving thing. I'll let you guys go. But what are you guys thankful for this year?
Oh, well, obviously, I'm thankful for you.
Same.
I'm thankful for my health.
It's true.
Because of the craziness of the world
Health
going on
well.
right now.
Yeah. Being able to travel again and getting to see the people that we love, which is actually where we're at right now, because there was a long time when we didn't get to do that and get to see a lot of people. And I know we were all going a little crazy for a year and a half. We were playing games via Zoom.
Yeah.
We were. Yes, we were. Yeah, you guys.
I'm thankful for being able to play games with people and to see their beautiful faces.
My days were literally, my highlight of my day was watching your puppy grow up. It was. And then you and I did a couple of shows together as well for charity. We raised a bunch of money, actually.
Got a lot.
We did some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, throughout all of that, at least we figured out ways to make it a positive thing. And that's the most important thing, I think, with everything. Whatever's going on, no matter what, figure out a way to make it positive. And just like what you're doing right now, and then making people remember to be, thankful for whatever's going on and have gratitude for every single day. It's important. So.
And I'm also thankful that there's a song called Alexa Bliss by my
I
would too. Must be nice.
Yeah, I love it.
That was the first song I recorded with the band. On Alexa Bliss, and I blast it in my car.
He does.
So the entire airport hears.
No, I love it so much. I love that you and I love that you've had musicians come play at your house that learned that song and stuff like that. It's so great. Hey, y'all got people to go greet. We love you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Really quick before you go, Lexi, it's your turn in pool.
So I just figured out how to get it to work. So Rob and I have been trying to play games on iMessage for literally forever, and I realized that it would always freeze up when it was my turn on every game, and I realized all I had to do was the new phone update. I was 3 updates behind.
Yeah, okay. So that's because it was doing it to me also, where it was wasn't working with other people. So that's good. We solved that. Second of all, pass my number over to Ryan because I want to play games with him now. Let's go. And by the way, don't feel bad because the same thing that happened with you happens with me all the time with her. Oh, okay. Also, Ben, I appreciate the Mavericks jerseys. Let's go, Mavs.
There we go.
Yeah.
As for you guys, I have no further questions.
All right. All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Let's go, Mavs. Thanksgiving.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Well, that was nice.
Well, that was wonderful. Some thankfulness.
Our next guests are already here too, guys. And these ones,
oh my,
they're going to make you feel bubbly inside, guys. It's going to be very, very nice.
I like that. That's good stuff. That sounds like it's good.
Good.
I
don't even know how to introduce these two.
Hey, I need to make a drink real fast.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, I did want to tell Lexi I follow her on Instagram. She's fucking awesome. God damn it.
She can still hear you, so you're good.
They're gone.
Okay, go make a drink so I can bring these other two people on here. For the love of God.
My God.
Decompressing.
Hey, while he does that, Garrett and I have a very cool acoustic show coming up this Saturday.
Saturday night. It's all right.
Saturday. Y'all got it Saturday. Y'all got to, hype it up.
We have a new single out. Bowling for Soup has a new single out called Killing with Kindness. And me and Rob have, oh my God. Me and Rob have a show on Saturday. At the Kessler. And it's an awesome, awesome venue.
In Dallas.
And it's in Dallas. Rob, are you excited about this next guest?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you know who it is?
No. I'm excited.
Yeah. So far, so good on the guest, right? I put all this together in an afternoon.
Wow. Yeah, actually, you only texted us about this 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. 3 minutes ago, we started. What was the idea?
Was the whole idea.
You think Gary's going to make it in here or no?
I don't know. He did.
He's at the lake, man.
Yeah, he is at the lake. By the way, those of you, I saw a bunch of you asking about Gary. Gary is kind of off the hook tonight. He's on a family trip, and if he can join in, he will. If he can't, he won't. Guys, our next guests are family. It's as close to family, I think, as you can possibly get. And when you're in a band and you tour a lot with other bands, you do become like super, super close. But this is different. We vacation together. We make music together. And they are two of my favorite people in the world. And one of them is my best friend that's a girl, but that I'm not married to. Did I say that right? I am drunk.
Who is it? Starsky and Hutch?
It's Starsky. It's the Dollyrots. Yay!
Hey.
Woo!
They used to have a Starsky and Hutch vibe going on.
I do like that.
Your hair is so long, dude.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just
Mine too.
I just let it go. Usually she cuts.
Which
What
one
are you guys doing?
Wally. There you go.
Wally's really happy we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
There's some kind of ruckus going on.
You guys have so much going on. It's hard to even fathom. You have a new release out, which we'll talk about shortly.
Surprise!
Kelly, obviously, you're still doing the Stevens Underground Garage, and now you're the voice of his new station on Sirius Satellite Radio.
Yes.
You're just a DJ now.
It's kind of wild, right? You know what, though? We went to an EDM festival in October.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Electric Daisy Carnival with our friend Drew Carey. He was like, listen, I know this isn't your kind of music, but I really want you to go. It's really cool. It's going to be a really great experience. We were like, I don't know about that, but sure. And now this next album that we're going to make, I'm going to be the other kind of DJ too, I think.
Yeah, wicka wicka wild, wicka wild.
Like boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and like.
Yeah, we're thinking about calling it like Boots and Cats Attorneys.
Yeah, Boots and Cats and yeah. It's I tell you, I actually had EDM, and I was just shitting my pants all the time. And I got a colonoscopy, and they figured it out. But I'm lucky.
Electric dance music.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys saw that? You guys rode a helicopter?
A lot.
It
was very weird and wonderful.
Weird. It was weird.
Yeah. I mean, is the helicopter thing because of Drew? Obviously, you're there. You're guest of Drew Carey. So you're going in and out of this festival with fucking Drew Carey. So that's
we're like the first people in and the first people. Or the first people in and the last people out each night.
Well, because like if you don't take the helicopter, then you're stuck on one road for like 4 hours.
It's at the Speedway in Vegas, so it's like.
So are there other people helicoptering in and out and shit?
Yeah,
I mean, it's just,
Steve had like 20 friends.
It's like a thing.
So it was a big group of us.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's going to want to know. Everybody's going to want to know this. Daisy just had a birthday. Can't believe it.
5.
She's all 5 years now.
Yeah.
I had like an emotional week actually because her turning 5 meant that like we really don't have babies anymore. And we're
not having more.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, I was sad.
Y'all getting
I
sealed
am
up?
happy.
Is it all getting sealed up down there?
He keeps saying he's gonna, but he hasn't yet. So
It's easy now, Lewis. They don't even burn you anymore. They just hit you in the tank with a cattle prod. You're done.
Yeah. All
Chris
right.
has done that a bunch of times.
I'll be right in and out.
It's true. Yeah.
I'll just have Chris poke
It's just like bus fun. Don't
So
worry.
Kelly, here's the big question, and this is what everybody want to know.
Mhm.
What is your DJ name gonna be? I have an idea. What's your DJ name? Is it gonna be lame or what?
I kind of want to.
I don't know. I look at those DJ names and I kind of just wonder, you know.
I think Chris's
I don't
ideas
know.
are usually winners.
Yeah, Chris, you name me. Here, it's
All
time.
right. How about DJ? And it will incorporate Dollyrots somewhat. You're DJ Dolly Fartin.
Yes! Oh my God, it's perfect.
Pretty good on your toes there.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah,
That's pretty
Dolly
good,
Fartin.
dude. Yeah, because I was going like I thought you would go like with the initials, like doctor or something, because it's but Dolly Fartin is
Dolly
DJ
Fartin.
Dolly Fartin.
Amazing.
Well, and the
And
thing is,
don't wear a mask. Show them your beautiful face.
I do like the
is-
bassy music, which oftentimes sounds very farty, you know, like,
yeah.
and then there's like the
Yeah, when it drops, right? Is that because it still do that? Like
The drop. Uh-huh. Yeah. So
Now, what were other people doing during the show? Like all the people who are standing there watching the guy do stuff on his iPad, what are they doing?
it was hard to explain because
Yeah.
like neither of us have listened to that like genre of music, except now I realize every time you watch TV, every time you go in a store, all these songs are playing all the time, but you don't hear them. And then all of a sudden they're like, people are freaking out. And I was like, oh, I know that one from the grocery store and Kids Bop Kids. So it's like, it's stuff that you're totally aware of. And I mean, a lot of it is just like drinking and hanging out and just pounding your fist in the air and dancing. It was a very positivity based thing. What is that thing? It's PLR, something about peace, love, and understanding. It's kind of like a hippie thing, actually.
All right.
Plur.
The new
Yeah.
hippie.
PLUR. I don't know. It was a very positive, sweet, life affirming experience, which was not what I expected. I thought there were gonna be people with like pleather pants with the crotch cut out, like on MDMA, like having sex in front of me. And unfortunately, it wasn't like that. But it was still really cool.
I love electronic music.
Yeah.
Fucking boom, bam, boom.
It was
dance,
fun.
Move, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I just like electronics.
So-
Like, I like
I am a
iPhone.
closet. I'm a closet dubstep fan. I love
I
dubstep.
found out I might be too.
So here's what's really funny. So in 20 years, people will be in rest homes, and there's gonna be like all these people in rest homes that are dubstep fans, like listening to like dubstep in the rest home, like
Yeah.
boom, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah,
that
if I'm in a rest home, I want some dubstep.
do you know
I'm
this? Do
taking
you
my
know,
meds and doing some dubstep.
do
Can
you
I
know
be there
that? Do you know that dubstep was invented by Skrillex, who was in a pop punk band?
Yeah. From first
yeah.
to
He was
last.
also- and
It's
you know who was in his band? The dude from Limp Bizkit.
Oh, Westmoreland.
Yeah,
Really?
isn't that neat?
Oh.
Yeah, what were they called? Is my wife still on here?
They were called
No. It's like as good as it gets, sort of. It's
No.
Hey,
Casey knew
Chris
Plur.
said,
I
yeah,
know the answer. I know the answer.
from
From
first to last.
first to last.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just said that.
yeah, they were great.
Like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, and then this little fucking Skrillex just invents dubstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
Well, someone had to.
Thanks, Ted.
Ooh, DJ Dolly Drop's pretty good too.
Ooh.
Dolly Drop is pretty fucking great, actually.
It
Dolly
could be
Parton.
KO Dolly Drop.
Now let's get serious for a second. It's a holiday. Chris, you want to do a cannonball for everybody before we
Hey, let me,
Wonderful.
I gotta break up a little bit of. I got some new.
Hey,
I got some.
Rob, do you have some whiskey?
I got some new items. I got some new items today. I want to try this.
I'm finishing mine.
I brought this upstairs just to have.
I'll go grab some.
Where did you get that?
Well,
Lewis will be right back.
there's since the last Bowling for Soup party, there's fucking 6 of these in my kitchen, and I can't. I don't have any place to put them, so I just brought one upstairs.
Hey, so Jarrett, like I found that cupboard. I was like, you got more beef than I do.
Yeah, because it's all left over from you. I don't buy this.
I know. But every time I come over to your place, I bring a new bottle.
Yeah.
But I drink most of that bottle.
Well, but you bring one, and then Dave buys one for you. You drink 2. This is literally how much is left in this at my house. But remember, I drank one of these during COVID.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I'm glad you're all doing better.
Oh, thank you.
This is the one that I really like.
Lewis is the sweetest. Lewis is like, I don't like when my friends are sick, and I fucking really appreciate. Oh shit, that's like some Edo shit right there.
Yeah, he loves that.
This is my favorite.
It's the rum cask.
It's it's finished in a Caribbean rum cask, and so it has a nice sweet rumness to it.
I like it. Now, Rob, do you have something to snap?
I have to
go rummy in your tummy.
Well, go really quick. We can wait. Go.
I'll take a look.
Are you going to get in trouble because Jackie's painting and you're not supposed to be up there or something? Anyway.
No, she can. It's a
Did
room
you get
over.
chickens yet? Think about my question and get whiskey.
So Kelly, while we're waiting on that, when you obviously when you were growing up, you guys are a tight knit family. Do you guys do like the normal Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time we went to Disney World and we had Thanksgiving dinner in Cinderella's castle. That was amazing. I think we were the ages that my kids are now. We were like 5 and 8. I was the older one. Katie.
We're gonna continue, guys. I'm doing the best I can at this. I'm gonna continue this conversation because I want to ask both of you. But right now, you guys have been asking for him. You've wanted him to be here. He's taking time out of his.
Oh, sweet
what?
Gary.
Gary!
Hey, gang. What are y'all doing?
Sweet Gary won.
I'm trying to find a spot out here. I don't know if y'all can see. We got like a fire pit over there and a hot tub over there. I'm trying to find a spot where I got light and y'all can see me.
We can see you perfect right now.
Are you in a mansion?
Oh, yeah. We rented a mansion.
It's getting darker and darker every time you take
I'm trying to get situated. How's this kind of?
That's terrible.
I mean, it was way better.
It looks like a 90s new metal album cover.
I hate everything you just said.
It does look very.
Actually, that's fine. Right there. Stay right there.
Well, see, here's the deal. I'm on my phone and I've got a drink in my hand, so I'm trying to get situated.
Okay, I understand that.
Did you get kicked out of the house?
No, we're all hanging out in the woods behind the house by a fire pit. But I've got like this cool lamp thing that I found for light.
You're not far from home. You've obviously had a very interesting week or two. We went on the rock. We went on the rock, which was great. That was super fun. And then we came back. We did the other thing. We all got COVID. And
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, and so you just saw your kids for the first time. What, yesterday?
Yeah, so we hadn't seen the kids for like 16, 17 days. It was a long time. And it was awesome. Whenever we finally got to see them, like I got to the house and Anik was still doing something. We had to bring 2 cars out here. And whenever I got here, Mia ran out and jumped up in my arms and gave me a big hug and a kiss and just wanted me to play with her and show me around the whole house. And then Tyler was busy doing something. And then once he finally realized I was here, he came and kind of did that same thing where he just came and tackled me. Now, he is almost 11 and he is a big dude. And so when he was running at me, I was like, he is going to knock me down. Yeah. And, but jumped up and tackled me and I'm still mighty strong. And I was able to stand up and catch him. But it was just a wonderful reunion.
Awesome.
You know, we talked about that. We talked about this actually on the Rockstar Dad show.
Yeah.
Which you can get right now, the COVID episode. Gary and I both had COVID, and we talked a little bit about you guys and the holidays, but Thanksgiving used to be, I think, a thing where you guys would all go. Would you guys all go back to your grandparents' house and like cousins and stuff, or was that more of like a Christmas thing?
As you know, as everyone got older, Christmas kind of became the thing, but some people would go for Thanksgiving each year, and some people wouldn't, and some people would, and some people wouldn't. Like 15 years ago or 16 years ago, when Anika and I bought our first house, we kind of commandeered Thanksgiving, and we were like, we've got a house, everyone's coming here. And so for like the past 16 years, like I've cooked Thanksgiving dinner, and you know, with help, of course, but it's been at our house. And this year, that's not the case. We've come out to like this awesome Airbnb, and it's going to be a group effort, of course, but it's not my stomping grounds, and I'm kind of relinquishing some control.
You got your sister there and her kids, and you and your kids, and then your mom. And is that it, or are the extended family coming out?
Nah, it's just us, just my sister's family and my mom and my family. So there's 9 of us here. Yeah, but let me tell you, hey, it's Rob. We are outnumbered with the kids, even though there's only 4 kids and 5 adults. They have a lot of moxie, and it is chaos here.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to at least chime in and get here and at least say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Dollyrots just got on, and
hey, Lewis and Kelly, long time no see. How y'all doing?
We're good.
Sorry about the outburst. Dodger was chewing my favorite bra, and it's destroyed.
Damn it!
It's not your favorite anymore, is it?
Yeah.
He's not my favorite dog either.
People are like, "Are you okay, Kelly?" Like,
I am. My favorite bra is not.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
He's still a puppy, and he eats things he shouldn't eat all the time.
Bras are overrated.
It's true. I'm not wearing one right now.
We don't need them.
Me either.
That bra will no longer hold boulders.
Gary, it's been a big couple of years. It's been really weird. You know, as someone who tours with the band or is out and working and seeing people and showing them houses and all this, a lot of interaction with people. 2020 and 2021, obviously here we are sort of at the end of all this. What can you say that you're thankful for this year as we get into Thanksgiving here in just a couple of days?
Man, where to begin on that? Of course, obviously, like, I'm thankful for my family. I'm happy to be back, getting to see my kids. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I hadn't seen, whenever I say I hadn't seen the kids for 16 days, that's partially not true. My mom lives up the street from us. And the day after we did the Rockstar Dad show, Tyler called me that day and he's like, "Hey, Dad, do you think like we could just play catch? Like, we'll stay on opposite sides of the street." And I was like, that'd probably totally fine, but let's not. Anyways, we got together and just like hung out across the street and like just talked for an hour, Yeah. And I think that did both of our souls a lot of good. So I'm getting off topic here, but obviously thankful to be back with my kids.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful for you guys and everything that we have going on. Like, it's going to be an awesome year of stuff we have coming up. I'm thankful for all of you guys here. So,
Well, thank you. That's amazing, dude. I know this is non-traditional. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know that you had to step away from the insanity, and they're probably really outnumbered in there.
We'll let you in the window.
We'll let you get back to it because, but a lot of people were worried that we kicked you out of the band. So at least thank you for coming in, and love you, bud.
That place have a hot tub, Gary?
Yeah, well, half of us just got out of the hot tub. Half of us are around the fireplace. Tyler and I just got done playing Battleship, and he destroyed me with this insane move of playing all of his pieces on the perimeter. Like, he just lined one side and lined to the other side. And so like I thought like whenever I hit 3 in a row and he said you sunk it, I was like, well, I've got that 3-piece. And it was a 2-piece, and he had like the 5-piece lined up next to it, and I completely moved away. So he's a psychopath. But yeah, we're having a good time out here.
All right, well, y'all be good. I'll see you on Saturday if I don't talk to you before. And
all right,
man.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Love y'all.
All right, love you, buddy.
Bye, Gary. Love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's what I said.
No.
Okay, I gotta grab a beer, and then I'm going back to interviewing the Dollyrots. Oh wait, are we snapping? Are you guys ready to snap one?
So yeah, this is the only thing that's not sealed.
What is that?
Jameson cold brew. What does that mean?
Wow, I need that.
What does that mean?
Does it taste like Jameson?
It's Jameson, but it's like coffee infused. I don't know. I don't
Oh
really drink.
God!
You're a fucking weirdo, man.
I didn't buy it.
All right, are you guys taking a shot with us?
Get him some beef.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
here
you
we
have any
go.
beans?
This is to all of you guys. Chris, don't drink that. Cheers to everybody that's watching us right now or who will watch this. We still got a lot to talk about. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Love
Love
you.
you guys.
What do you think it's gonna fucking coffee booze? What the fuck?
Look,
Dude,
actually,
just get a
That's
bottle
what
of
I'm gonna do now.
Ah, it's so good.
get a bottle of Maker's Mark. I'm gonna get you a bottle of Maker's Mark.
I actually have a bunch of Maker's Mark up there, but it's all sealed, and one of them's a gift for my buddy.
So you can't open it and drink it? If somebody gives you booze as a gift, they're giving you the gift to drink that shit.
I said it's a
Dude,
gift
you
for.
saved the fuck. What are you doing?
Yep, you're not hearing this.
You could buy another one though.
Yeah, I guess. I never thought of it.
Stop drinking coffee, Jameson.
Look, I just
Hershey bar beer.
All right, now you're just fucking insulting the guy and what he likes.
Wait, is that chocolate beer? Chocolate
He's got-
porter beer,
wait, hold
coffee,
on.
whiskey.
Whoa. You got
That
chocolate
seems
beer
cool.
and coffee whiskey.
it's very
He's in
festive
PA.
over here.
Wait, New York or PA? You're in PA. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, New York.
That's
Oh,
Hershey.
God.
It's like he's
The
it's
dog
like
just
he's
farted.
doing everything he possibly can to shit his pants.
Yeah.
Dude, our
I
dog
had
just
Wendy's for
farted,
dinner.
so the-
So your dog eats bras and just farts on you? Like,
Oh, boo.
That's
all right, so back to you guys growing up. Was Thanksgiving kind of a normal thing? I mean, you guys like with the turkey and all of that. I mean, Kelly, you were starting to say, did all the family get together and uncles and aunts, and where did you guys go?
So we always went to my mom's parents' house. My dad's family was still in New Jersey, and so we went to my mom's parents.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Thanksgiving and Christmas. We would go over there.
But then
Pretty
like,
much until we were still in Los Angeles doing that, like when we could.
Yeah. And then as we got older, it was like we'd go to her house and
Yeah,
my parents' house and her grandparents' house.
Yeah.
And then we would go to
somebody else's- and a
three of
friend's
them.
House,
Yeah.
And then by the time you get through 3 Thanksgivings, one of our friends puked on a cat one time. It's like everyone's like done after the 3rd Thanksgiving.
Lewis, you are obviously your family is from Ecuador, and but then so was Thanksgiving something that was a part of your life? Did you guys?
Yeah. They like my family fully embraced every American thing, right from the get go. Because it was like, living in the U.S. was like a big deal.
Well, because his dad was an exchange student as a high school kid in Texas.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he was full Texas.
So my grandparents or my adopted grandparents kind of were full blown Texan. Like, so I got the
Texas A&M Methodist Texans.
Yeah.
A&M,
yeah, which is good. I think that's why we all get along so good.
I think so.
Could be part
and
of the.
You guys, obviously, you guys, you moved to LA for a while. You guys would try and come back for holidays, but with everything changing now, and obviously, life and some people not around anymore, and how are things changing now? What does this Thanksgiving look like for you guys?
So this is the first year that my mom since my mom's parents passed away, that my mom's not going to make Thanksgiving because we're all going to Lewis's parents' house.
Okay, good. Well, that's perfect.
It's different, but it's going to be awesome. His little sister's coming in.
Yeah, my little sister's
she lives in North Carolina.
And we can all see each other because last year wasn't that,
Right.
And for us family, we had to like give his parents the list of all of our misfit friends that will be coming with us because, we have a lot of friends that moved here with us or, that we convinced to move here and things. And so, like Fuzzy, our merch girl that maybe people have met, like she lives here now and, her and her wife and their baby are coming. And
then Misky, our
tour manager, like, it's the family that we've created with our actual family. And we're so lucky that we get to do that. Like we have really awesome families.
Very neat.
Such a good place to gather anyway. I mean, I'm lucky to have spent holidays, New Year's Eve and other times at your parents' house, Lewis, and always such an amazing time. And they're so good. And and we all jumped. Remember, we all jumped on the couch for the thing, and
it's gonna happen again.
And remember when you brought the bus to my parents' front yard and told the neighbors it was Garth Brooks?
Yes, I was literally just talking to the Ginger about that the other day. Me and the Ginger were on the phone, and on the FaceTimes, and I actually stole that from him because one time the Funk Junkies pulled their bus up to the Fed's house and they did the Garth Brooks thing. And so when we were pulling the bus up to your house, I was like, you're like, man, it's pretty loud. I'm like, dude, all you got to do, tell the neighbors it's Garth Brooks. They'll be fine. And certainly haven't.
Still think that to this day.
Yeah, still great. Well, what do you guys, again, this is crazy. You got to, the kids and the new career and, wait, first of all, before we go there, before I let you do your Thanksgiving thing and get off here, tell us about the new release. This thing kind of came from out of nowhere for a lot of people.
So Lewis is a true artist, an artistic human. He's gonna be embarrassed right now, but like he goes through periods of time where he feels like he has been uncreative, not just not creative, but like the opposite. Like he's like, I haven't made anything. I haven't done anything. And there were 3 days of just bad feelings for him personally. Like it sucks, right? And he woke me up at like 7 a.m. after not sleeping. He's like, hey, I've got an idea. And he's like, I'm going to call and find out where I might be able to get this pressed quickly or, what we should do and try and get some songs cleared. And I think we should do like a retrospective of the B-sides and rarities and covers and all the random stuff that's not properly released. I was like, okay, awesome. And so he called Dennis, who works at Wicked Cool, who we release a lot of stuff with. And Dennis was like, just let us do it with you. And so we had 6 days to put together like a double album of like all that stuff and get it remastered. He remixed some of it.
Yeah.
Why was it 6 days? What was why you have this idea?
I came up with this idea at the very last minute. And then it was like, in order to get it out before the end of the year.
For Christmas.
Got it. Okay.
So, I mean, this happened like.
So we should get them December 8th.
So the next day I texted Jarrett. I'm like, hey, can we use some of those songs from the comps? Like the one.
Right. Yeah.
And,
And the first single is a song that we wrote with Jarrett and Linus.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. And
there's a video.
And did that song actually come out? Like, was it on that compilation or? Yeah, it was
on that comp. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We included the song, the patent pending song.
Yeah. Little Miss Impossible, Dollyrots styles on there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Dodger has the Scooby-Doo colored.
That was not an accident, guys.
Yeah, no, but that obviously you guys have been here. Hazel, our Mastiff, has that same color, and it's hilarious to look at. All right, so where is that available? Is it pre-order right now? And
yeah, the label's super cool. So they were like, yeah, you can do whatever.
They're wicked cool.
Yeah. They told us we can do whatever pre-orders we want on our own. So just go to our store and get it. And we have a bunch of like packages, and she's making cookies and
the whole shebang.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the
Kelly
real
has
deal.
like a brand of soap.
We have soaps.
It's amazing.
So one of River's best friends' parents have like a side biz where they make like these amazing soaps, and they were like, we're at like a park or birthday party, like, what if we did Dollyrots soap smelled like you? And of course, like it's Chris and Megan, and Chris is like, what if we put like breast milk in it, or like he's totally awesome. And then Megan was like, how about blood? And then we didn't, of course, but it's my favorite smells, and it's pretty great. We got them yesterday.
Yeah,
they're stamped to kind of look like Fight Club Dollyrots.
Now you look like you smell great, and most of the time you do. But some of us have toured with you on a tour bus. And okay, no, I'll stop then.
Oh yeah. When I eat cheese, what happens?
Really stinky farties. Yeah, it's maybe worse than Dodger, actually.
In England, what can I possibly eat if I don't eat meat? Bread and cheese.
100%. Yep, you're exactly right. Chris just told her.
Even when it really doesn't matter what you eat. It's not good.
Yeah, it's fine.
True.
Hey,
it's true.
So
I've been taking probiotics. Don't worry, it's going to be great next year.
After an insane couple of years, here you are. You find yourself at Thanksgiving. Lots of changes in your lives. Both personally and professionally, and new house, and moving and all of the stuff, and your mom, moving and all the shit. What are you thankful for, guys? And you don't have to go together. You can go individually. That'd be actually even be better.
Me, number one is always health, because I've seen so many people with like serious long-term health issues. And I mean, we are no longer spring chickens, and we still run ourselves ragged. And I'm just, especially after last year and all the things, I'm just really glad that we can wake up every day and that our bodies aren't what's impeding us moving forward, at least. And, we're happy. Our kids are happy. And we just have the most amazing family of friends and people that constantly support what we do. And I never feel alone. And I'm really, really grateful for that, because that's a tough feeling,
For sure.
But yeah.
And I've seen you guys on the road. You guys are workout warriors. I mean, like, doesn't matter where we are in the world, you guys are finding a gym somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like I should show them my bike that has like things draped over it, because I haven't used it.
Dollyrots are workout warriors on the road.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Lewis, how about you, buddy?
I just think that I'm thankful for the fact that I gained a new appreciation for being able to see my friends in person and hang out with my kids and hang out with her. And, by being stuck in a certain place, it's like with nowhere to go and nobody to see, it's like you kind of like gain this like new appreciation for all that stuff. And so I'm thankful for that, because it's making me like value every moment more.
Sure.
So it's like, I feel like it goes from the bottom up, just the random people I see dropping the kids off at school to like my mom and my dad, I'm just like so happy to see everybody now. So
yeah,
we're going to do more.
Yeah. It's kind of a crazy thing to, we had to quarantine so many times during, all of the stuff. And not that we're out of it, and by any means, you don't have to fucking email me and tell me that we're not out of it. I understand that. But, just like having COVID now, obviously this is my last day. Chris is out. But kind of, okay. Well, and you're exactly right. It's like, it's super easy to take for granted that, I've got Casey to hang out with, and then, I've been by myself now since for 10 days, and, she's been by herself, and, she's used to it. I'm on tour or whatever. She just, okay, I'll feed the kid, feed the dogs. But I'm like up here, like, I guess I play video games now. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't, but I'm already over it. Like I spent 45 minutes on one video game, and I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm out.
You could have started a new career playing video games with COVID. You could have just told River and all his friends they would have watched you play video games.
You know what I should do actually is just say fuck it and go on Twitch and everybody just come watch me play Red Dead Redemption and tell me how terrible I am at riding a horse.
People make up a living off of that.
Yeah, I mean that's like AJ who who's in Don't Panic and who engineered our record. He goes, yeah, I played that game. I call it Horse Simulator because all you do is ride around on a fucking horse. Like, I'm like, I've got that shit mastered, you know. And then all of a sudden they're like, now you're in a gunfight. And I'm like, you didn't teach me how to do any of this shit.
It's the horse stuff.
I'm getting the shit blown out of me, right? Horse is fine, by the way. Never gets hit by anything. You know.
Good.
And yeah, you're right. Guys, you guys are super busy. Thank you for taking the time. We love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Cannot wait to see you. You know when.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah.
And yes. And then in April, we're going on tour in the UK with Lit.
Yes, I'm gonna eat all the cheese.
Oh, you're gonna eat all the cheese. We're gonna drink all the booze. We're gonna put all the corn on all the pizza. It's gonna be good.
I'll have some cheese with you, Kelly. It'll be cool.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll be cheese lovers. We love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Love you.
We love you guys.
See you
Good to see
soon.
your faces.
Yeah, glad you're all doing good.
You too. Bye. All right, guys. Our next guest is here. I have to pee.
Oh my god.
All right. So Chris, you haven't spoken in a while. Do you want to take the reins here for a sec?
Yeah, I'll take the reins.
I'm listening.
I haven't spoken in a while because I was verklempt by their awesome stories about like what they're thankful for, and I haven't shared what I'm thankful for.
Go on.
Well, I'm very thankful I'm here. I recently had a bout with the COVID and all that, and
did you make it?
no, I'm thankful for this marijuana that I have. This is really good shit. So I'm gonna do a cannonball.
Are you doing it?
Cannonball.
Let's see.
Oh, and you know what? Like during COVID, I didn't drink. I took all my vitamins and
yeah, healthy.
Shit. I fought the battle. You seen all these lollipops I got. Like, yeah, I was tested. I was like, come on, I can beat it, and I finally did.
I did the one. I lost all of my tests.
You lost them all.
I'm saying like I lost on them. I did the one like the home one, and then I went to the doctor. We're all negative. I lost. All right,
Well,
here we go.
This is called ice cream cake, what I'm smoking, and this is Jim Beam.
That's called weed.
Oh, it's a certain type of marijuana that I
Strain.
purchased today.
Ooh, all right. Well, let's hear it. There's no banner right now. I can't make it happen. Only Jarrett can do that. That's step 1. Step 2. Step 3.
Cannonball.
That was perfect timing.
Unbelievable, right?
Rob did a pretty decent job of like commentating the whole thing.
Yeah, to talk him through it.
Yeah. I think you did great. Hold on. I gotta turn this. Will you just hit that power button on that thing, please?
I'll try.
Not you, sir. Guys, our last guest, I think it's our last guest. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. How's everything there with Jackie and the painting? Can we get a painting update?
It's going.
Jackie!
He thinks she got too little paint for the one accents wall.
It always happens.
Yeah, so we may have to run out and get more.
Right. Tonight?
Who knows? Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You're right. Sounds crazy. Chris, do you smoke IT in the UK?
Oh yeah, I smoke it. In the UK.
Okay.
All right. Guys, our next guest, you know him. You love him. He just finished his own tour of Texas with his lovely fiancée, Sarah. They were supposed to stay at my house for 3 days. However, I got the pig HIV and could not have them here at the Casa.
Who is it?
You know him. You love him.
Never met him.
One of us is related to him.
It's Chris.
Ted Felicetti from the band Don't Panic.
Yes.
Hey, Ted.
Hello.
The band Don't Panic.
Gross.
What's up? I think you kind of build this whole event backwards because I shouldn't be the last guest. I'm like going after Alexa Bliss and the Dollyrots and stuff, and it's like, and then Ted.
Don't forget Gary.
Yeah, don't forget. We also had Linus of Hollywood and Gary as well. So
name them all. If you're gonna go through the list, you got to do the whole thing.
No, I think we're doing okay. I think this is a good place. I didn't say this was the end. I'm just saying that this is the latest guest. But you know what? I like this. It'd be cool to hear about your thoughts on Thanksgiving. First of all, how was your trip to Texas? And give us a couple of highlights of that shit.
Actually, first of all, I'm gonna stop you. Can you position your phone in one place and stop playing with it before I throw up on my computer?
Hold on. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, and
are you holding it? Are you holding your phone? Is that what's going on?
I'm resting it on a Wawa iced tea.
Do you have a laptop that could we send you a different link or something, or like?
Yeah, I could put it on my laptop, but my laptop.
Ted, whatever fucking lighting or shit going on, it's giving you, it's giving off a really hardcore used car salesman vibe. Can you turn that down?
I think you look great, Ted.
Yes. How was your trip in Texas? Back to the original question.
My trip to Texas, it was great. We were there for a week, and I don't know. We started in San Antonio, and like San Antonio, like I've been to these places on tour before, but I've never been there as like just a person going places. So I thought the San Antonio River Walk was just like really freaking awesome. I've never done that before.
That's a good spot.
And and then we went to the zoo, saw a bunch of animals.
And
the
San Antonio Zoo?
That is the one.
Got it.
And then we hit up Austin and did like the music, like the bars and all that crap.
Okay.
And hit up a bunch of like spots from the Quentin Tarantino movie Death Proof, which is like that Grindhouse film he did. Like he filmed a bunch of it in Austin, so we like checked out all those spots. And then we were like, well, now we're supposed to go to Jarrett's house, but he decided to get sick on the cruise on purpose so that I couldn't come over. That's what I figured anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
And we explored your guys' area. We went to we hit a bunch of the spots like that you texted me to check out, like that Pin Stacks place. That place was really cool.
Yeah, that place rules. Grand State. You did Grand State?
Yeah, have you guys been there?
I have not actually. Rob, that's that huge place that's right by Lava Cantina with the big Ferris wheel and the movie theater.
All the colony there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to so we went to Lava.
So didn't you?
Yeah, I went there for lunch, and that place was really fucking cool too.
Yeah. Did you get to see the venue and stuff? Go outside and check it out.
Yeah, I stepped out there for a second just to look at it, but it was like, it was like the middle of the day. Nothing was really going on. There's people like cleaning and shit. So just like, peeked my head out, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, those assholes like to keep shit clean. It's fucked up.
Yeah, they like to keep it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, me either.
And then that movie theater there is freaking insane. I sent you the picture. It's like it's like a stadium.
I told Casey that. I'm just like whatever it is, we've got to go there. It looks fucking crazy.
We saw Ghostbusters there.
And then what did you think of Ghostbusters? I know you're a fan of the original.
Well, so Rob inherited his pessimism and skepticism about 80s remakes and redos and from me, I guess. So
you're like 2 years older than me.
However, I thought it was okay. Typical Ted would say it sucked, but I don't think it sucked.
Well, typical
Ted.
Ted.
Watchable. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, to me, if it takes something and it pays tribute and sort of goes off on its own, which is what I think this does.
You saw it?
No, I think I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I was going to ask if you wanted to see it this weekend, but
so Ted, you were in Texas. Did you go check out Dealey Plaza, man?
I think so. What's that? What's in there? Is that the JFK
well, Ted,
stuff?
let me ask you something. Tell us about your grassy knoll.
Oh, I did check out the grassy knoll and my own grassy knoll because I didn't bring a razor with me, so that was something. But
is it a forest?
There was not anymore. I'm home now.
Okay.
Was the dude there who said he was a kid, like when it happened, and like tells you about Woody Harrelson's dad and all that shit?
He was there signing books.
Oh wow, he's moved up.
Yeah, well, you know Woody Harrelson's dad is a serial killer, right?
No, I know, but I remember when I was visiting, it was forever ago, that this dude like came to us trying to sell us his book, telling us about like, you know, I stood here and I watched Zapruder do the film, and he's like, and I saw Woody Harrelson's dad behind that fence. Like,
I don't know about all that, but yeah. For those of you who don't know this, it's really fucked up. Actually, Woody Harrelson's dad is a serial killer. Not like they think, he fucking is a serial killer.
They think he's one of the shooters of the Kennedy thing. Like he's roped into that. Some theories suggest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it all.
At the place that approached me to sell me a book.
Right. Yeah. Now, did you guys have a good time in Texas, Ted? Then.
Yeah, I had a great time. And then we capped off the trip. We got off our plane in Newark, got in our car, and drove right to New York City, and went to Madison Square Garden, and went and saw Dave Chappelle.
Oh my God, that's fucking amazing!
It was like a last-minute decision. Like we were just like, "Oh fuck it, let's just go."
And how was that? Like, what is he? Was it all new shit? Like he just doing a show?
So what happened is he was trying to put out a documentary, because you know how he was doing the comedy shows at like his property or whatever in Ohio during COVID. So he made a documentary about that, and after all, like no one likes him, or some people don't like him now, that all the film festivals that had planned on showing the documentary all pulled out. So he said, "Fuck that! I'm just going to do a stadium tour and show the documentary at the stadiums." So basically, what it was like a variety hour, where it was 5 hours long, and yeah, I'm not kidding, 5 hours. It started at 7 and it was over at midnight. And he showed the 2-hour movie, and then the other 3 hours was like him doing comedy, his friends doing comedy, and then guest like musicians would come and do sets, like 5-6 song sets. So like, but it was all random, so no one knew who was going to be there. I mean, I'm not like the biggest hip hop fan, but it was cool because like Busta Rhymes performed, and then like that Fat Joe guy.
I'm going to stop you there. That's too much entertainment for me. I can't do that. Yeah. I can't do that. Like that's too much.
It was a lot.
Look,
like a work.
I'm happy to watch the movie and then wrap it up. Give me another hour of. There's no possible way that place was even half full at midnight.
That probably was.
It was full the whole time. People, because like the guests he kept getting, like bringing on, were bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like as soon as people were starting to like kind of fade, all of a sudden it's like, and Busta Rhymes is here, and we'll be like, oh, and everyone freaked out and then woke back up, kind of thing.
Right.
I didn't. That stuff was cool, but I liked like Jon Stewart was there. He did like a bit, and then like Gilbert Gottfried was just like hanging out. Like it was just like random people just kept like showing up, and I thought that was kind of fun. So I had a good time.
Good.
It was a good way to end our trip.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, and you needed that. You know, you guys needed to get away a little bit. You know, and Sarah had a good time.
Great time, yeah.
Now I already know your plans for Thanksgiving. You're going over to Rob's house.
I am.
Oh God!
Are you excited about that? And are you bringing a dish?
Yes, a dish is being brought. We're bringing the mashed potatoes. We were tasked with mashed potatoes.
Right, and
but it's for 15 people. It's like a lot of goddamn mashed potatoes.
Well, there's kids too. They don't eat that much.
Now, do you have a special way to make said mashed potatoes? Do you put anything special in them, or is this something that Sarah does?
Yeah, Sarah does it. I on my end, I like to put garlic in mashed potatoes. I like to have like a lot of fresh garlic. She doesn't like it, so garlic never goes in.
Yeah, well, you know, in her line of work, it's very important not to fucking worry about vampires. Now
that's true.
But I will say, like, but a lot of people put other things in there, like
sour cream is a thing.
Sour cream.
I like sour cream. I like sour cream in there too.
Yeah. Butter. You know.
Butter. We put butter and milk.
Here's something I found on the web.
Butter and milk.
According to Wikipedia, Clarified butter is milk fat rendered from butter to separate the milk solids and water from the butter fat. Typically, it is produced by melting butter and allowing the components to separate by density. The water evaporates. Some solids float to the surface and are skimmed off, and the remainder of the milk solids sink to the bottom and are left behind when the butter fat is poured off or separated with a separatory funnel or a gravy fat separator.
She's still talking.
Thank you. Who knew that
was very informative.
Who knew that a gravy fat separator was a thing? You know, like, come on, guys. Like, I see everything else, but I can't find the gravy fat separator.
That's gonna
dude, half of my body is gravy fat.
Well, do you need the separator?
Sometimes my titty is bigger way over here. It's that gravy fat shifting.
Boy, I cannot wait to open this can of worms. I want you brothers to approach this separately, please. Are you ready?
Are y'all gonna fight to the death?
Are you
stoked? I think we're on the same page.
And
we are united in the fact that we are stoked about the new Spider-Man movie.
Well,
very much, actually.
There's all these like people have these like really annoying and stupid theories about who's going to show up and how they're going to do it. And blah blah. I basically, since forever ago, when Marvel Studios, as a movie studios, like show that they can do a good job making films, I kind of just trust them. So like, as long as it's not entirely in Sony's hands, which it's not, I know it's going to be a good movie, and I know whatever decisions are made are going to be fine. So,
yeah, I agree. Me and my brother, I think, hold both a controversial opinion that we both dislike the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. And I know so many people love that stupid thing.
Well, and here's the thing, because people give me shit for it, because at the time I liked it because it was the only option I had.
Exactly. That's where I was headed with this. Like, you didn't like it then? It was fucking badass. Like,
no, it was great then. Yeah, it was so cool.
And that's not fucking fair. It's not fair to go, oh, well, that was great then, but now they've done something better, so I don't think that's good anymore.
No.
I don't think it holds up when you rewatch it.
I've rewatched because they're playing them on TV all the time now because these movies are coming out and they're trying to hype everyone up. So they're always just playing the older Spider-Man movies on TV. And all 5 of them before Tom Holland's Spider-Man are like borderline unwatchable. Like, they're terrible. Like, they're so bad. And I don't care. I'm going to get shit for this, and I don't care. They're awful. They're almost as bad as like the Star Wars prequels.
Man, I honestly, I disagree. I've only seen the Tobey Maguire and
you're gonna watch like today, and you're gonna be shocked at how awful.
No, I've seen it recently. It's it comes on TBS and shit. I flip channels like.
Yeah, but then you're like, man, I'm done with it. Like, oh,
I'm an American.
I flip through it. But only because it's been on so much lately. Normally, I wouldn't really go on a rant like this. Well, maybe I would. Maybe not on the internet.
I feel like it's such an odd to me, it's such an odd thing to even like have feelings about it. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, I liked this when I was a kid, but now I'm like, I'm gonna make sure that when people ask me about Spider-Man, that I'm like, I don't fucking like that one anymore, though.
Put it this way, though, like, this is a real thing. This is a fact. The first fictional character I've ever liked was Spider-Man.
Understood. Yeah, I get that.
It means a lot to me.
Understood, but again, it doesn't make any sense that you liked something and now because something else is better, you don't like it anymore. Why would there be a bit of nostalgia where you go, man, when I was a kid, that fucking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was the shit.
Here's the problem with it, though. So, okay, I think I got it. Because it's cool because like the fanfare is coming on, like the music from it, and you see him swinging around like it's cool, and okay, get him out of here. It'll be like it's cool, and like he's swinging around and shit, and it's like the music's there, and you're like, oh, that's awesome, and you get like a little bit of like, oh my god, it's Spider-Man, and he's doing cool shit. I do like that, but then once he starts talking and doing anything, you're like, I don't like this guy.
Tobey Maguire has just this thing,
unlikable,
and he's just Tobey Maguire. I like it. I I watched that thing. In fact, when the second one came out, we were on tour with Boys Like Girls, and we had done this show in a movie theater, and they were like, and you guys can stay and watch the movie or whatever. And we did that, and it was great. It was great fun. What do you think about the Uverse thing where it like switches the did you guys like that movie or no?
The what?
Where it's Spider-Man and where he's like switch where there's like
cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, the cartoon? That was really cool. I liked it.
So I watched it on
Spider-Verse.
I watched it on a plane, and I thought that the TV was broken because it's so choppy looking. And then I saw it on TV, and it was like that. I was like, "Oh, this is what it's supposed to look like." So then I was not distracted by it anymore.
Okay, Emily, this should not affect your fucking. If you've heard Tobey Maguire's an asshole, it should not affect your opinion of them. And also, who the fuck is just going around going, hey,
you know who's an asshole?
You know who is the biggest dick?
Seabiscuit.
It's someone trying to big time. Who's like, I met
Tobey Maguire. That motherfucker is a shit ass.
Oh. And Cider House Rules is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, Chris, what were you gonna say?
I get it.
I was really gonna say, like, we're fucking international rock and roll superstar band Bowling for Soup. And you guys have been just fucking nerding out on fucking Spider-Man for like 15
Okay, all right, you're right.
And
well,
nobody really gives a shit. Here's the hot take on Bowling for Soup on Spider-Man shit. God damn it. Ooh. I will tell you this, though. Tom Holland's a fucking badass fucking
Who cares what you think, Chris? About Spider-Man. Don't be a nerd.
Tom Holland is the best superhero character ever. I don't know how you word that, but
you think Robert Downey Jr.? You don't think Robert Downey Jr. is
I think Robert Downey Jr. is great. Tom Holland, though, like you actually see the innocence of him, and like he's this kid, and it's like he is confused, and he wants
like
to do good.
That kid, not like 31-year-old Tobey Maguire playing a 16-year-old. I mean,
I hope that they revive the Punisher, and that John Bernthal is the fucking Punisher.
He's
great.
No more superhero talk.
Life changing.
Let him do. Let Chris get some. He listened to us talk about Spider-Man for 15 minutes.
All right, go ahead. I don't know what the Punisher is. I don't know. How do I?
He's awesome.
Frank
Castle.
Yeah, he was bad things happened to him, and he turned bad. But
did they take his bear?
Yeah, he's the ultimate vigilante, I reckon. Like he just
killed his dog.
Bad people and punishes them.
Wait, is the Punisher the guy who is? I've never seen it, but didn't they make a TV show about it?
They did.
Yeah.
And it's the guy who it's the guy who's humping Rick's wife on the zombie show the first season.
Yeah, John Bernthal.
Yes.
He's fucking great. He is the Punisher.
Yeah. He was just in something that we just watched recently where it was like, what? Oh no, I know what it is. He's like the brother, and he's fuck. I'll get it in a second.
He's in Wolf of Wall Street too, buddy.
That's it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's in Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
He's also in.
He's an amazing actor.
That
is like, if you've seen the Netflix Punisher, that shit's good. Like
I know people that don't like it, don't like him as the Punisher. I'm all for him as the Punisher. I think he's great.
He is the Punisher.
So but the bottom line is that there's all these superheroes, and sometimes we like who is the superhero, and sometimes we don't, and that's okay. That's just fine.
What a tie-in, by the way, into your new song. Rob's a superhero on the cover of the artwork.
We will see him as a superhero in the actual video in about a week and a half. Now, Ted, you directed that video. Was that a lot of
Oh,
fun
yes,
to
it
do?
is.
Was it fun to direct your brother?
Yes, it was actually a lot of fun. It was really cool because not only did we do like Rob was in it, but we got to like have a bunch of our old friends from the Poconos to be in it too, like to do all the little random parts. And that was equally as fun. There's like a bunch of my friends' kids. That was really cool to have to try and direct children. That was very difficult.
Exploit children.
Yeah, you guys didn't pay them, so you're the
Did
ones
they
that
have?
exploited.
Did they get scale for the day? Did they have craft services?
Yes,
Yes, they did have craft services.
Nerds.
You're exploiting children.
Now, let me ask you guys this. So, what for you guys, brothers? What was Thanksgiving like for you guys when you were kids? Was it fairly normal? Was it like you guys and Phyllis and Scott and Scott? And said, okay, it doesn't look like that.
The more memorable. Not that our family wasn't big on Thanksgiving, but we actually didn't really start doing family Thanksgiving stuff until like we were like 20. Like we would go to my Uncle Al's house.
No, we would do the stuff with. We'd always go down to like Lansdale with like Scott's family and stuff. Like
Yeah, a couple times.
That was nice. That was always a nice like little day trip. But then we got a little more doing like overnight involved trips when we go down to South Jersey and do with the Burlingames and with
so we would go to my cousin Neil, who you met, who did the artwork, who drew Rob as the superhero. He his dad, we go to his dad's and we'd all drink and eat turkey and stuffing and the classic American Thanksgiving stuff. Me and we'd always do like eating competitions so you could eat the most plates.
Just you and Neil.
Yeah.
Who could eat the most what?
Everything.
The most you'd fill your plate like buffet style. You fill your plate, we'd sit there and eat, and then you get the most plates in a day.
Oh my god! Yeah,
that was always him and Neil would compete for that, and it would be a pretty tight match every time.
It hurts. Yeah. It hurts. That's what it does.
It does hurt really bad.
Now, Ted, you guys don't panic. Staying super busy. Lots and lots of stuff going on. What's next for you guys?
So I'm gonna do an acoustic stage it show on Sunday.
Tight.
Yes. And then we're gonna put out a cover song at the end of this year, hopefully. If you could do some vocal parts on it, we're doing
That's right.
Like all of our band members picked a song, and the last one we're doing is AJ's song.
That's right.
Metallica.
I'll do some vocal parts on it too.
Yeah, we'll get Chris on there.
All right, we'll send him in there. That's fine.
It's gonna be dope.
So we're gonna put that out hopefully by the end of the year, and then we're gonna start doing more touring next year. We're gonna do some touring in February and March and all that.
Tons and tons of stuff going on. Well, man, happy Thanksgiving to you and to Sarah. I'm sorry I missed you guys.
Me too.
We'll do it again.
You come visit me and you stay with me, and then I'll call you and I'll say, "Sorry, Jarrett, I'm sick."
You see what happened.
You see, we're off to a bad start.
We're off to a bad start. I've been locked in the upstairs of my house for 10 days. Haven't gotten to interact with my wife or my kid, And what you had to fucking go to Grandscape and see a movie at a fucking great fucking movie theater and shit? I'm sorry that your fucking life was so interrupted. Yeah. And finally, Ted.
Yes.
I unwrapped a box today. My wife actually said, I can't touch anything. And thank you very much for the amazing cheese that we discovered in the Poconos, and sausage and a whole cheese like tray and stuff, which I'm going to take. We're going to take to Thanksgiving.
It's the Bruno.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so fucking stoked. But anyway.
Oh, so the timing worked out great then. You can just bring it right to Thanksgiving.
We're going to do that for after Thanksgiving for football because it's got like this whole, what do you call a cheese tray thing? It's,
Ted, I told you I'm apartment 5. I haven't got mine yet.
It's coming.
I'm apartment 5. I said apartment 5, man.
6. I think I sent it to 4.
Yeah.
It was in 4.
But thank you. Please say thank you to Sarah as well, buddy. And
I will.
Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Y'all go see Don't Panic. Where can people find you guys?
You can find us on all the social medias. On Facebook, we are Don't Panic Official. On YouTube, we're Don't Panic Official. And we're on Instagram and on Twitter.
And the National
Twitter's Don't Panic
Enquirer.
PA. And the National Enquirer does lots of stories about us.
That's
so
true.
keep an eye on the rack.
There's a Bat Kid and like all that shit.
Yeah.
Bat Boy.
Now you guys are gonna see each other on Thanksgiving. Y'all stop it.
All right, fine. I'll see you
Okay.
Thursday.
All right. See you, Ted.
Yeah.
Take care, brother.
See you guys
Love you.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
I know
So,
you
Rob,
brother.
are you gonna beat the shit out of Ted on Thanksgiving?
That's it's our tradition. The feats of strength.
Yeah. You guys, you show your strength with your feet. That's fucking gross. Boy feet are gross.
That's it.
Now, I want to wish you both a happy Thanksgiving, Chris. I know you're, going to be chilling there with your ham and eggs and shit. I can't remember what it's called, ham, cheese, or some shit.
I'm at heaven. I'll be in heaven.
Okay, and then Rob, you got a lot of work to do, and you got a pregnant wife, so make sure you're taking up some of the slack.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Keep taking your vitamins.
Yep, and don't take somebody's bear.
No.
And guys, I'm gonna have an awesome Thanksgiving. I get out of jail tomorrow. I finally get to see my friends around here, so I'm stoked about that. Gonna hug my wife, gonna hug my child, and quite frankly, this has been awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So
hug yourself as well.
You know what? I think I fucking will. I did that earlier in my son's. Wait a minute. Hold on. Never mind. I love you guys.
Love you, guy and guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jarrett. I'll see you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
I won't see you guys Saturday, but I'll be there with you.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
In spirit.
You have a good Thanksgiving. So long. Bye.
Bye.